Alright, there we go. Sent out my notice. We'll see if Scott gets on here. I know he's playing, but I don't know if he'll get in the party or whatever. But, yeah. This is where I'm going to start playing some games, and that'll allow us to put down some archive conversations and things like that, and just stay in touch with general fan base. This is where I'll be able to come in and host video games when we're just kind of on, messing around, playing, whatever, and you can get on and ask whatever you're going to ask, and yada yada. Dude, that costume is pretty cool. I have no idea how they would make that in like real life, how it would work, but man, it is completely friggin' sweet. But what I am currently doing are these. So let's go do this. Oh, there's you. What's up, guy?
I'm going to be back and forth on the mic here since I'm also working on a bit of a supper, so.
Working on a bit of supper? What? Oh, you're eating.
Well, I'm cooking some noodles, so.
Really? Oh, so you've got like the controller out in the kitchen or some shit?
No. That's why I'm going to be hopping off and on the mic, so.
Okay. I suppose.
But yeah, it's still cooking and looks okay so far, so that's good. So yeah, I saw the post on the face of books.
Yeah, may as well do something with it since my video channel is... I'm not going to bog my actual video channel down with all of this stuff, and this stuff is a good way that if people have questions about something or whatever, this is something that they could reach us when we're able to do this. Yeah, it's pretty.
I'm still sticking with the classic.
Wear it for about one mission. No, I will, and then I'm going to make the next one and keep going on.
Whoa, pressure in this building's all over the map.
Yeah, I think currently the newest one I got unlocked to try and get is the wrestler suit.
So, like the ultimate costume before he had webs.
No, the when he wrestled that one time and
from the movie.
When he,
whatever's causing this.
Yeah, not exactly. I mean, he's got a weird wrestling mask and a.
Are you talking
spider.
about the one where he has like it's not a mask, but he like webbed his face?
Well, on here it just looks like a lucha type mask, but it's got like a red long sleeve shirt and pants and shoes, so it's labeled as wrestler suit. And it throws enemies without having to web them up.
Okay, I admit, I investigate the pipes. Okay. Pipe. I see it. Do something with it.
But yeah, currently my Spidey's at level 20.
Okay, so I gotta go down there or something? What the?
Oh, you're investigating poisonous pipes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I did. I think that's one of the early Oscorp booth things.
Well, it's not early. They give all of them to you. At least that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm doing all of these. Okay, so should I go around to the other side of the building? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Just try to find where the end spot is.
Go back.
And.
Do. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Here's the problem. Valve's at the wrong setting. Easy enough to fix. That shouldn't have happened. I better seal these fast before Jameson pins it on me.
No! Go up! What the? Oh. Man, I'm herp-derping all over the place for some reason.
Just call me the amazing spider plumber.
I even knew what to do and still screwed it up anyway.
Got it.
No! Oh my god. I'm gonna lose this one, aren't I?
Even better than duct tape.
Oh, well, maybe I did get it still. Oh, holy crap! There's a lot more than I realized.
Voila. Just in time. Nailed it.
Yes, go, spider dude.
Got it.
Oh.
Last one. But those won't hold long. Pressure shouldn't be that high. Unless the drainage is blocked. I'll check the outlet pipe. The outlet pipe's down by the water front. I'll go see if anything's blocking it.
Okay. Now I'm back on track here. I don't know why I made that way more difficult than it had to be. Oh, crap. Spider swim.
Now I ask, how many other heroes fight crime and fix your shower? And now Oscorp can't deny Harry's station stopped a public utility meltdown.
Okay, let's try new suit. Looks like I can make this one. Huh, okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's do that for a minute. Where's the next one? I've done all the research stations there, all the research there, all the research there. I'm closest to this. Let's go do that one. Web. Okay, what am I doing here? Where is mine drink? No, it's another one of these fly through clouds thing. It's like they only had two real ideas.
Matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going
Alright.
on is to test.
What's going on, guy?
But I've got other problems. The
Oh,
sample's detecting
just
toxic
finished up
particles.
the batch of
Check it out.
ramen noodles. Yay.
That steam vent's a good place to start.
I used to eat a lot of those myself, actually. Haven't ate them for a while, but I used to have them like every other day.
Analyze it.
Okay, let's put that there. Let's get rid of that. Do.
So what's the last main mission that you've gotten completed?
Oh, you're way further in missions than me. I do every single side mission that exists, then I go to the next mission. Like, I do every single one. That's currently why I'm doing... I'll finish every single research station there is, then I'll go beat up the Shocker.
First or second time?
Second.
Bonded with
Okay.
something else. I can't tell what.
Because the first time was a bit too
He
fast.
was a joke.
Second time's a bit
Obviously
more
isn't confined to
tricky.
one building. A lot of people are at risk.
Yeah, I think I've... Did you get the digital deluxe edition or just the standard one?
I bought it physical.
Okay. So
I
if you-
have the season pass, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Because, yeah, it probably hasn't started yet on
See what
yours,
sample from this can tell me.
but you're gonna have Black Cat stakeouts to come across too.
Yeah, I'd heard about that. I just haven't
Yeah.
done anything with it yet.
Yeah, it's like those on top of collecting pigeons and pigeons.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me that much.
I don't know if that's better or worse than balloons, but
Okay, let's do this. Put this here. Put this here. That's the first one.
by the way, I did get around to visiting the Ben Parker grave, which was a hidden photo, or a secret photo to take.
Secret photo to take, so it's not listed as a mission, you have to go find it?
Yeah, there's like some set of photos you have to take to unlock a costume.
Nitric oxide,
How did you figure that out?
but also something else.
Oh, I saw
I'm
saw
on
the
the right
list
track.
online
Just need to keep
somewhere.
following the trail. This is
Oh.
more widespread than I thought.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah,
neighborhood is in danger from
I
this.
never do that till after, so I wouldn't have found that unless by mistake way later. Okay. Let's play with this now.
Phew. That stinks to high heaven. Time to find out what's in it.
Okay, I'm gonna start there. Oh, oh crap. There. Now, about this one. I'm going to assume that's wrong.
Oh, that's gonna be an easy picture to take. Take picture, not web shoot it.
Web shoot it. Web shoot it. It is his destiny. Okay, let's put that back. Crapeth. Okay.
Crapeth.
Crapeth. Straight up crapeth. Oh, I think I see. Let's put this here. Remove this. Grabificate this. Put that there. I got it.
Ethanol. is this sounding so familiar?
A little bit lower.
Not really complicated, but I gotta admit, every now and then I have to look at them for a while.
Nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail.
Look
When
at
this
what?
is over, I'll alert the health department.
Those patterns, putting all the lines in and crap like that.
Oh, okay. You mean like at the Octavius laboratory thing?
Yep. Go up. Holy crap. Okay, let's run up this building. Up. Go, go, go.
I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess.
I see. Okay.
One down. Nice, it's working. Breathing this stuff in, not good. Just a couple more barrels. Gotta stay above.
Oh,
Whew.
that stuff.
That crap hurts.
Yeah, that does.
Last one. That's it. Sealing the grate with
Spider-Man Toei DLC.
Dude, what? Is that real?
No. On the comments on the stream.
Oh crap, something's wrong with my thing again. I don't have comments. I'll have to grab my computer or my phone.
Yeah, I see it on YouTube. Some guy said, I hope they release a Spider-Man Toei DLC.
That would be awesome.
And it'd be hilarious too. Oh look, those are big giant robot in New York. Guess what?
Dude, that would be friggin' sweet, dude. Okay, that's both the research stations there. I did the research station there. I did this one. This one has 4 of them. Oh, ha 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 ha. I'm not done with this one. Derp.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs.
I was anxious to move to the next one without even finishing this one. Okay. Okay, let's pick a suit, shall we? And I need to get my phone or something so that I can actually see that there are comments. Because for some reason it's not showing up on my sidebar like it normally does. There we go.
Yeesh.
Okay. Oh, I almost dropped my damn phone. All right, I'll put that there. Now I can see that. Okay, now let's get something. I don't care what. Let's let's do this for a minute. That's electric fists, negative shockwave.
Ow.
We're gonna do that web blossom for a little bit. There, that'll keep me happy for a minute. Okay, let's go do another research station.
Oh, those are gonna suck.
Why? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm taking care of some internet grid thing that's going on from one research station.
Oh yeah, I've done that. Where you can't swing too high and you can't swing too low, and it hurts you. It hurts you bad, man. It takes your life like crazy.
Okay, now I got one more to get to.
I'm noticing that a lot of these Rangers are starting to get DVD releases. Makes you wonder what's going to happen with all the DVD releases in general because isn't it
Shout Factory.
yeah, it's Shout Factory that's been handling the DVDs. I wonder if their stuff was interrupted or changed in any way due to the acquisition.
I don't know.
You would hope not, to be fair, because I mean you don't want to.
This lab?
The DVDs are making progress, so I'd hate to see them be halted. But at the same time, it does make you wonder.
Seriously though, you probably know that birds carry diseases that affect people, and we need to make sure they're healthy.
Am I about to go catch pigeons?
Wish I was there
I
to
think
hear
I'm doing
your
what you were just doing.
on this one.
Oh no, if you talk to a guy on the rooftop about collecting
Pigeons are infected
pigeons,
with a
that's
serious strain of avian flu.
what I had to do.
It's already
What
mutated.
started
Oh
it.
no, I'm doing
so-
a research station with pigeons.
Harry's lab had everything I needed to make a
Oh.
vaccine. Gotta spread it fast, or the pigeons will be like rats with the bubonic plague. My best bet's dispersing it at 3
And by the way, these research stations make me scared as shit to even visit New York. Like, you can't even imagine how much is wrong with this city.
all the research stations.
Dude, I know. Every single one of them is like noxious gases and chemicals and birds carrying swine flu. And
No wonder they have so many mutants in New York.
no shit. Do you know of any of the other cameos? Because I thought there was supposed to be a decent little number of cameos that happened.
Aside from the building ones that we've heard of, not that I can think of unless there's some other mentioned cameos, but...
What is... Okay, oh, okay.
You okay?
What the... Okay, shoot! Do I gotta go through it? I'm confused here.
Yeah, I'm guessing, according to one comment on here, it's like, I'm guessing Shout Factory might continue the Super Sentai side of the DVD releases, if they keep going backwards. Well, probably forwards too, but...
Oh, pff. It's because I just do it from the ground? I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I'm guessing...
Yeah, well, that
Bandai-
really sucks. I'm sorry that your guy worked for Fisk.
If that's the case, he might be shooting at you then.
No, those are those other dudes, and they don't bother me none. I just
Well,
punch
there's
him in the
usually-
face and we move on.
Well, there's usually like a random pedestrian who said, "Payback from a boss."
Right, that's exactly what I mean. They're undercover Fisk agents.
Hmm.
Okay, you're killing me here. Come on, swing over it. Oh, that didn't count? Oh, you're killing me, game.
Okay.
What?
One down, 2 to go.
Okay, don't put the mark in the sky if it's not in the sky, damn it. Oh, well. Damn game. Oh, now I'm gonna run around the ground because
Animals, but it'll cure the pigeons or trigger the zombie pigeon apocalypse.
spraying crap on the ground. Oh, gotta go over to the other playground. Here, kids, chemicals.
Chemicals. Spidey, jump on the swing.
Spraying crap around this playground. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gotta go over here and spray crap. Where's the next one?
You know,
Oh, go back.
I keep wondering something with Shout Factory doing the Super Sentai. Oops, somebody's shooting at you or something.
No, I'm spraying chemicals.
Oh.
For safety.
With Shout Factory doing the Super Sentai on DVDs and stuff, it's like, can't a company get a hold of a Kamen Rider for here in the U.S.?
To actually start releasing those DVDs? You would think
Yeah.
so. You would hope so. But it doesn't seem like it.
One more left. I wonder what Jameson will make of this. Spider-Man spreads chemtrails. Seems like a good bet. I like helping animals. They don't call me a menace or shoot at me or anything. I wonder
That's
if
probably a
it'd
better-
things if I added veterinarian to my resume.
Better presentation and look-wise compared to getting like a Malaysia version of a DVD set.
You would think so. But I guess that depends on the treatment too. Like if they just bring it over here and do nothing to it, I mean, then we just get something with nothing done to it, and that's possible too. And that's the reason I wonder who will be handling the stuff, because if the wrong person handles it, it'll just be this lazy, stupid thing.
I should check to see.
Is this one actually going to make me swing through the air? I don't... Listen, game. Be consistent. Yeah, that one did make me actually swing across. Man, what did I do to the citizens?
Okay, that should work fast. I'd better scan some pigeons to make sure.
Go back! Gotta scanificate pigeon.
I did it. No zombie pigeons.
Okay, day saved? Okay, that's fine, whatever. Okay, so that was one of 4 research stations, but there's no others on the map here. Must not have unlocked the other ones for this area yet.
Huh. Nikola Tesla fed pigeons here. So did Harry's mom. I remember her bringing this. Wish I could tell Harry, but he's not answering calls, texts, anything.
Okay, now my stuff came back. Now check. So there's 2 of them. Should be 2 more. I only see 1 more. Oh, there's the other one way down there. Okay, so let's go do this one. Dang! I have to continue. I can't do that one. Sorry. I gotta actually go through the story and get electric webbing.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Well, I don't. So I gotta go do that before I can do that research station, so that's fine though. I'll just go do the other one. I guess Mary Jane is fine in this game. I did finally see her.
Another low-information Spider fanboy tried to troll me, as the young people say, by claiming Spider-Man was providing a public service plugging leaks in water towers. Let me tell you why this itsy-bitsy...
Oh, you mean when Mary Jane, kind of saved you?
No. I mean, I guess you could give that to her, but I have a spider sense, so no. Just no. Like,
well, when she snuck up on the guy about to...
Yeah, to believe for a second that guy could have caused any problems for me with a spider sense, I know. She didn't save him. I mean, I get it that they wanted to give that moment for Mary Jane, but it's a no. It's just not, no way.
God forbid we waste Oscorp's server space. Anyway, do me a favor and make sure it's running smoothly or everything...
It is J.K. Simmons voicing Jonah Jameson. We wish.
Enough server space. It's close to overload.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not him.
Harry has to be lost. I can't let
It'd be
that
nice.
happen. ESU has
It would be pretty cool. Yeah, it definitely would have been a neat little Easter egg type of nostalgia gimmick, but it's definitely not him.
The active receiver's easy to find. Okay, now to find another link in the array.
Okay, so I just have to find these towers? It's not going to tell me where they are? Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Really? Is that another tower? Is this what I'm doing?
Yeah, you kind of have to move around and realign these towers to point at each other. There's one that's shooting a signal straight up somewhere around nearby, but if it's the same one that I dealt with.
Okay, and it'll tell me when I've got it at, because I got to be honest, I didn't expect this would affect my hearing as much as it does, but I cannot hear.
Just have to keep doing that.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I definitely got to start looking at the subtitles because I can't hear a thing he's saying right now.
What's taking up all that space on Harry's server?
And you got a timer to get to the other one and reline.
Oh, crap!
The research stations.
Yeah, the timers are going to be a real bitch later on.
Ah, crap. Okay, man, I am so turned around. I feel like I'm doing really bad, and I am, to be fair.
Well, you're also on the medium mode, so... Or did you switch it to superior?
No, I did not. Oh, is that the other one?
Focus, Pete. It won't matter what's on the server if
All the way over there.
Yeah, that's nothing. Let's see. Okay, where's the next? Dang! Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna lose this one. That's okay, I'll just try it again. Damn. Bleach live. Oh, I didn't even know there was a live Bleach coming out. That one was lost on me. Of course, I've never been too big on Bleach. Not that I hate it or anything, just never really. It's one of those animes that's so damn big that since I missed out on it when it came out, it's really hard to jump on the bandwagon now.
And so much filler.
We've been dealing with that since we were children. I mean, Dragon Ball Z had plenty of it itself. I mean,
but not as much as Naruto. So, yeah.
Well, okay, yes. Naruto has quite literally 3 full seasons of filler. So yeah, I'd say that it's a lot more extreme, but where is it? Oh, there it is.
Focus, Pete. It won't matter what's on the server if it all gets erased.
Yes, shoot the people.
Okay, where's the next? Damn it! What the f... Oh, you're kidding me!
Getting close.
Oh! Six seconds! Ass!
If you're lucky, that should be the last one. Maybe not.
Oh, fuck! Lock on, damn it.
Should be in view of the ESU server now.
There. Whew!
Now I can initiate the data transfer if I hurry.
Okay. Holy crap, that was a pain in the ass.
Oh, wait till you have to deal with the bombs.
Hey, puppy. How you doing?
Looks good.
No, it doesn't look good, spider dumbass. I screwed up. Okay, for right now, we're just gonna put stuff in here, and then I will do all the other...
Good.
Yeah, I don't know why, but every time when I come across this little puzzle thing, I just put like the earliest numbered green and red ones in there
Let's see.
at first. So,
Oh, I'll just worry about the math of all of it later is all.
Looks good.
Okay.
Looks like I need to recalibrate.
Now, let's see here. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay.
Let's see.
I need this to be -3, and that should be right.
It's working.
Twitter.
What about Twitter? What?
No, I'm logging on to Twitter.
Why?
Everything's stored successfully. Should be fine until I have Norman assign Harry some more server space.
I get on there from time to time, but I'm not nearly... I was on there almost every day, and I had some decent little traffic and whatnot, but since the only reason I do any of it is to actually talk to the fan base in general, like I don't really do it for myself necessarily, then since I didn't have a lot of people on there, I just kind of stopped caring.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you also hear the Final Fantasy news?
What's that?
Crystal Chronicles to the Switch. Crystal Chronicles Remastered. Coming to the Switch.
I don't know
And
if I
PS4.
care. I don't know if I care. I didn't even get to play that one, honestly, so I don't know if it's good. I've heard negative about it, but to be fair, I've heard negative about a lot of Final Fantasies. Like, I heard a guy one night on YouTube, and he was bad-mouthing Final Fantasy VI, and I think the reason he was doing it was just because he knew that it would nerd trigger people.
Folks, I have received unsettling reports of Spider-Man in our public parks.
Nerd trigger.
Children play.
Yep. Hey, you know, it's a fan thing, man. We defend this shit, and we defend it outrageously. And, like, for me, Final Fantasy VI is the best one they ever released, so he got me with it, but I did not respond to him. I was like, fuck you, you don't know shit, but I'm not going to tell you that because that's what you're looking for. But, I mean, people are going to like different things, you know what I mean? Not everybody's going to like the one that I like, but Final Fantasy VI was easily my favorite of the Final Fantasies. In terms of watching the Kamen Rider stuff, no, I haven't used any streaming site in general yet. I've only seen bits and pieces of different ones. I don't think I've actually sat down and finished an entire Kamen Rider yet. I keep saying I'm going to, but then, I mean, the way stuff piles up and the kind of person I am with how much fandom I'm into, like, currently right now, I'm rewatching a swarm of my different movies. Halloween is coming up, of course, so I'm going to go back into my horror movies. I have every November I watch the entire Rocky era, all of it, every single one of them. I watch Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I watch Rocky Balboa. I watch Creed 1, and now I'll be able to add Creed 2 this November.
I better take care of it before the food
I still need to
supply's
see
contaminated.
Creed 1.
I got it.
Antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal
There's not a thing. There's not a Rocky movie I don't have. Yeah, it's been kind of a tradition of mine for years now.
I bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water. Just call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man.
Up.
These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight.
Get out of there, barrel. Can I just... Nope, way too far away. Can I do it from here? Fuck it. Get it! There's no time limit for this one, though. I'm just grabbing barrels, so whatever. Is this the, this isn't the pier in Spider-Man 2, is it? The dock or whatever?
I don't know.
Like, I'll admit, I don't know New York enough to know shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been there once, but only once.
Perfect spot to spray.
Spider-Man going swimming. Now you get to spray the area.
Is there waypoints or something, or am I just spraying everywhere?
You're spraying on the mini-map.
Oh, herp derp. Man, dude, you could tell I just came from work, man. I am just not here. Yeah, they're right there. Yeah, they're right frickin' there.
Cover a wide area.
Man. Spray. Oh, that didn't count? How did that count? I wasn't even spraying whatever. Just accept
Fish will
it.
spread it to other fish, which is good because there's not much for me
Take
to
it.
from further out.
Take
Speaking
it.
of water currents, there's another area I need to hit.
I do need to sit down and watch a full Kamen Rider all the way through, but like I was saying before, Spider-Man interrupted me. I'm rewatching I just finished all of Voyager and all of Enterprise. I'm halfway through the Next Generation. That's a normal thing I do, is go through all those. It says
why not? Let's go down and talk to some people.
Go down and talk to some people. How many of those have you done? I got a trophy for getting my social media up. Like you just go out and you go out and just kind of talk to people and whatnot.
Yeah, you interact, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know if I got a trophy yet or not.
What is this guy doing? Oh, okay. He's doing his job. Yeah. Oh, except this guy. This guy's not doing his job. You comfortable? You a union worker, are you?
What's up, Spidey?
Oh. Noticed me, did you?
The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips.
Spider-Man,
just hyped.
few people appreciate your quips.
There, I shot a web. Somebody asked me to shoot a web. Where was that?
Physics.
Right up there.
Spider-Man doesn't care.
Nope, don't want to get in the water. I don't want to be in the middle of traffic.
Why not? Traffic wants to be in the middle of you.
There we go.
Clear to spray.
Okay.
Come on.
Cause spray.
This is good for you.
Brooklyn Bridge.
Ugh.
This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter.
We can only hope that you get water polluter, Spider-Man.
Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured.
No. Over there. Oh my god. You are pissing me off, Spider-Man. So, okay, just swim slowly then, butthole. Why can't I get on it? Okay, go to that. Damn.
Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before it started.
I would not know if it's Sasuke, to be fair. I don't have a lot of experience with him. I read the manga Naruto and then only made it through about like the 3rd season of the actual anime and just gave up because I felt like they were talking to me like I was 9 years old. They would do something, then they would explain that they did something, then they would have the characters explain that something was done, and then they'd move on. I was like, you could have told me that in 3 fucking minutes.
3 fucking minutes.
And in terms of whether or not the other actors will reprise their roles,
We probably don't know yet.
well, here's the difficulty of it. You'd like to think that they would. You'd like to think there's a place for them. But for one, we don't know what this whole Picard series is going to be. Is he retired? Is he trying to move on with life? Can this game please not load in the middle of a web swing and drop me in the water? Like, these are questions that we may not get the answers to for a while. The other thing that comes to mind in this whole situation is that some of the actors have expressed the idea that they've moved on. That's not wrong, to be fair. Some actors, like Brent, you would love the idea that he could come back, but he can't. I mean, I guess Data could have modified. Okay,
you mean
it would be
B4?
B4 now, to be fair, but it's still Data, because I mean, it's fucking Data. Okay, like I get it that now it would be B4, but since he downloaded all of himself into B4, which, by the way, that's an ethical conundrum in its own right. Data, as an ethical being, he should not have done that. Because Jordy makes a point when he says, don't you think that he deserves the chance to decide that for himself? And yes, he does. I don't think it was right that he, like, downloaded himself into B4. I think that's some really questionable hardcore shit. Like when Xavier took that guy's body. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we could say that, well, he wasn't using it. But, like, B4 never even got a chance to be a person. Shut up, Jameson. I'm fucking talking. God damn it.
But as far as the person who's voicing Peter Parker on the game, somebody named Yuri Lothar?
Oh, you looked it up?
Yeah, I'm on the IMDb page.
Now, I will say that Worf, the guy, Michael Dorn, he does want to come back, and he even was in conversations before this Picard thing was brought up that there was going to be a Captain Worf story. It was going to be a single season thing. He'd been talking about it for like 2 or 3 years. He's been in conversation to try to get this done, and he was going to do a Captain Worf saga. And quite honestly, I would have been into that to see how Worf's character has evolved, because in the original series, original Next Generation series, when he first started out in the first 2 seasons, he was all about attack. I suggest we fight. Combat is our only method, yada yada. But he slowly grew up into a wiser man. He wasn't all about run and gun. He wasn't about throwdowns. He started to think things out. And even later on, when you get to the First Contact movie, he's one of the people that says, this fight is pointless. We can't win. We should pack our shit and we should abandon the Enterprise and blow it up in their face. He was one of the guys that said that, and Picard was one of the guys that was like, no, they hurt me, they're going to suffer, we're not leaving, fight hand to hand if you have to.
Yeah, that was in First Contact.
And you could see that Worf had grown in to a substantially more wise man over the years. And that was the influence of people like Picard. Which is nice. There's nothing wrong with the idea that he did become a wiser individual. I like that. But that's what I mean. Is I really would have liked to have seen how that played out. Now he wants to come back, so I would say if you're going to expect somebody to reprise their role, Worf is almost a guarantee.
And as far as who's voicing J. Jonah.
Who's doing that?
Darren DePaul.
Do we know anything else they've done? Like, do you have like an IMDb for either of those two guys?
Well, that's why I just clicked on for that guy. It's loading. Okay, Darren DePaul. Oh. Oh. Okay, we might know some other stuff he's in.
Okay, who's this? This is J. Jonah?
Yeah.
Okay. What's he been in?
God of War. The recent God of War.
I wouldn't know. Keep going.
Final Fantasy 15.
Really? As who?
Andrin Izununa?
Proximity alarm?
Not
it's
sure.
episode Ignis, so...
If I startle the bird, it'll drop the spider bot and break it. This pigeon's strong.
It's a bunch of video game
Someone didn't skip
things, so...
Stupid bird! Let my spider bot go!
Yeah, he's like the... For Final Fantasy 15, he seems to be the same character in different episodes and in the main Final Fantasy 15. See if there's any movie or
Harry really did me a solid that
Mafia 3. There's one that we kind of know.
I got some work to do on these spider bots before I can send them back out into the world again.
Come on, give me a movie. Give me a movie.
Okay, I don't have anything there. I have one of those here. Just about did every one of these. There's only one research zone that I can't do yet because I have to go get electric webs. I imagine I'll get those from the Shocker.
It would be... No, it was a little bit after Shocker.
Really, that surprises me because it just... Well, okay, Shocker has nothing to do with electricity, to be fair. That's one of those things that his name makes it sound like you would think so. He's sound waves.
But, yeah, when I was on Twitter, I actually did send out a tweet to Shout Factory, and they actually responded.
Oh, okay, what'd you ask?
With the Super Sentai releases out and coming out, can something finally happen for Kamen Rider here in the US as well? Sick of having to get these bootleg Malaysia DVD sets for those shows. They said, we're asked about that one pretty much daily. We don't have the rights for it at this time. If that changes, there will be a big splashy announcement. Believe you me.
I mean, I get it. Look, it sucks. I say it all the time. It's a business. Somebody has the license. We don't. The license just is not here in America, and it probably would cost an outrageous amount of money. Who knows why? You know what I mean? Like it could
like
be.
They do want to.
Oh yeah, and to be fair, why wouldn't they? Do you like making money? You know, you know what I mean? I mean, like it's a real simple, stupid question, but I mean, anybody that would believe that they don't want it is just about ridiculous. Where am I going? Okay, reach the top of that building, at least 100 meters high. Okay, whatever.
Actually, since I took a screenshot of it, I'll probably share it in one of our Facebook rooms. Should I just throw it in the Hangout one?
What's up?
Oh, the screenshot I took of that Twitter thing. Should I just throw it in one of the Hangout room?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Beep, beep, boop.
Got nervous, I guess.
Dang! Man, I need a way bigger building.
What, trying to get the, achievement for the free fall?
No, I've already got that.
Ah.
I'm doing this mission where it's requiring me to jump and fall at least 100 meters and then swing out from that point.
Well, like a huge arching swing?
I am not eager to repeat that.
Kind of.
But I have to.
Oh, 250 this time. Looks like I'm going to that building. Going up, 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 up, going up, going up. Fun to fall down now.
Good work. Now if I can just keep from throwing up.
Ting, ting.
Gotta hurry
Okay.
back to the lake and turn this loose.
Now I got to go to the lake. Dang.
Oh, bad guys.
No, there's no bad guys. I'm in the sky.
No, I got some bad guys. Probably some more demon guys. That's all.
There. And it's tailored to the toxic algae. Won't hurt normal plant life.
Hey guys.
Because a park without plants is just a vacant lot.
Pew 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 pew.
How would I market Kamen Rider? You know, there was a time when I believed that would be necessary. I don't know if it's necessary nowadays. If you're going to try to adapt it, yeah, that's going to be tough. And if you're going to keep its Japanese roots, I don't think it's possible. The reason Power Rangers is what it is because just like in Pokemon, and this is a weird explanation to jump to Pokemon, but it makes my point. In Pokemon, they changed the food to be American food. And it sounds so dumb, but you gotta figure American audiences want things they can relate to. Like, when they tell jokes on animes, most of the time those jokes have to be rewritten when they're translated here because their jokes don't necessarily ring funny to us.
As a man who learned the hard way that dressing up like Spider-Man isn't cool. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I wanted to fight crime and help people.
Like,
I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
in terms of just bringing it over here, I think all you'd have to do is say, hey, DVDs, and people are going to buy it because it really does have a huge following, not way bigger than I imagined back when I first started getting into the stuff. I mean, I always knew that Power Rangers was big, but I never expected just how big Kamen Rider was here in America because I figured it doesn't come over here, you know what I mean? It has no adaptation or anything, so I just figured it was one of those ignored properties. It's definitely not. There's an outrageous amount of people waiting to buy it. Which then, of course, brings the other part. If you were to try to bring it and market it for America in general, like adapt it for an American audience, I don't know if you can, per se.
I know a few times they've tried.
And it's always failed.
One not quite so much, from what I've
Which one?
heard. It's that one based on the Dragon Knight Battle Royale type.
Okay, but not popular. Like, because, well, I mean, because really, if we're going to market it, we want to make money. We want to get a huge audience. We want to get as many people interested as we possibly can. And we want to keep people coming back. The difficulty with the thing you have that helps how'd I put this? Okay, here in America, the superhero team is a big deal. Like Avengers and things like that. And even if you look at things like Arrow couldn't stay with just Arrow running around. The show would have failed. Proof positive of this is to look at shows like The Flash from years back. The reason it didn't make it is because it was just The Flash. Even Smallville had to dig into the ideas of Justice League and teams and give him people to interact with that were actually important. Kamen Rider suffers from one big problem, where Power Rangers can immediately say, here's four friends meet two other guys, the two other guys meet three other guys, here's a giant team. That's simple. That's very simple, and it works, right? But Kamen Rider has a problem. It's just that guy. And if you were to adapt it to an American series, I don't know how long it can hold a person's interest when it's just that guy and some side characters.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a big pain in the butt for the crossovers that there are with the Super Sentai. Especially for the ones that aren't in the US.
Do what? I'm breaking Vince now.
If they get Americanized, it would be a pain in the butt for the Super Sentais that haven't been translated to the US, so...
It's up to me. Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix them easily.
Yeah, it's real hard to move stuff like that to America because our cultures are just so different. Like, okay, kind of like if you look at the Japanese horror scene, you'll notice something like, and I argue with, I actually argue with Shane's girlfriend about this all the time. She'll tell you that the foreign horror scene is way better than our American horror scene. And I'm like, I don't know if that's 100% true. I just think that you're kind of, how do I put this? She kind of feels like it's better because that's what she's into. Where if you, like, the Japanese horror scene deals with a lot of paranormal stuff. So if you're like me and you're not really into the whole paranormal thing, it's not, that scene doesn't do anything for you. So I think what ends up happening is akin to the same idea. You get stuck in this, I like this and everybody else will, and it's not necessarily true. You have to adapt these things to the American audience, and American audiences tend to like development of multiple characters that are legitimately important. Because we think about it, we've moved past things like years ago.
Okay, better head to the roof and
There was like Flash Gordon, and that was fine for its time, but Flash Gordon could not succeed today. It simply cannot work because it would be one guy, right? And it's one dude. It's one dude being one hero who's all important and all encompassing, and the side characters are very obviously side characters with no actual repercussion to them whatsoever. And that happens in Kamen Rider quite often, where the hero is the guy with all the development. And that's fine. In Japan, they seem to be okay with that. Here, it doesn't go over too well. Every one of these new shows that you see on things like CW and whatnot build the idea of characters and interactions. And nobody really does that lone wolf crap anymore. Even big characters like Wolverine, you notice that when he finally got his R-rated movie, he didn't run around being, he didn't like disguise himself as Patch and do the very obvious story that they could have gotten away with. Because that would have been the perfect time to bring in the concept of Patch, say that Wolverine is dead, and move forward, but they didn't want that because the solo hero thing doesn't sell here anymore, not the way it used to. So instead, they had to team him up, and that's what they ended up doing, was they teamed him up with of course, Xavier and X-23, and they built the story around that so he could have interaction. I've noticed that the Kamen Riders are starting to show up in the ones that we're reviewing, like with the costumes. It is happening a lot more that there's multiples. But, like, I mean, if you're going to start Kamen Rider and you have the goal in mind to start it where it started and honor the Japanese roots in some way, you're going to have to tell stories about this one guy that fought an entire army and interacted with cliche characters throughout the course of. And you see how that went over with bad shows like Masked Rider. Had he had a team...
the bad Americanization.
Yeah. Had he had a team to play with, it probably would have helped him.
Not exactly a keeper.
Well, there was kind of a team that he appeared in, but
yeah, but that was what 2 episodes?
Yeah.
1 episode?
Yeah,
That's
2 episodes.
Yeah, that's
I'll download its data before I write.
And you could just say that that's just a bad show too, but that was the format that they were working with, that was working for their other shows.
Now I've got to go visible again so I can.
I mean, like that big bad Beetleborgs.
Ugh.
The Jay Leno ghost.
But see, there are people that would argue with you that that's good. I don't think so.
Yeah, especially considering we don't have any Metal Heroes translated as far as a release here in the US, so we don't know how much that was butchered compared.
I know a lot of people want that Kamen Rider to come over here, and I don't blame them. I mean, when you like a show, you want to see it respected. And there's no reason that it can't be, but you gotta find a way to do it, and that's where things are getting tough. Plus, the same material that you might find to be respectful might not be to the next super fan. That's tough. Because I can't tell you how often we've got in trouble for saying one thing with one group, and then the next guy is like, "Oh, I totally agree."
Excuse me. Sorry, drone, but your data lives on.
Oh, let's go over here. Damn it, that was stupid. I hit the wrong button. That was all my fault. Boom. Damn. Oh. Fuck. Okay, look here, camera. Gonna blow this thingy up. Blow up.
Coming, did you? I'm always
Got it.
breaking stuff.
Oh, damn it. Man, I am screwing up a lot in this mission. I think it's because I'm trying to concentrate on other things too. That's an art that's difficult with the whole streaming thing and trying to read your phone and everything.
Yeah. Another one bites the dust.
Come here.
Wait, following a
Scratch one.
bird or
No,
some drone?
I'm fighting these drone. Well, not fighting. Fighting would be the wrong word. I gotta get in these fields while invisible and then release this pulse and destroy these things. These drone things. Woot. Boom.
Strikes again.
So I just found
Leaves
out
one
there's
more.
an additional suit that I can unlock.
Like what?
Once I complete all the Black Cat stakeouts to unlock a
Code was
suit.
fun, but it's not worth losing my webs over. Hopefully, Oscorp will figure out armed drones in Manhattan are not a good idea.
Might be doing
But I'm not holding my breath.
that right now.
Now they've got the data they need. And the stealth tech is
Okay, now I got
if the
that.
fields work.
Let's see.
I think Harry's station is safe. And if they ever work the bugs out, maybe I'll whip myself up a stealth suit.
See, now that, okay, now that I think is the way to do that. If you really want to see the Kamen Rider thing happen here in America, I think that what they need to do is, and they need to dedicate more time to this, they need to purposely film 3 or 4 full American episodes and introduce a Kamen Rider through that team. So you got your show that's already working, okay? That's fine. It's already working. Why take that away from it? If Beast Morphers, let's say, let's argue that show works. We don't really know yet, but let's just say that it's fucking amazing, okay? And it's making that money. Well, then the best thing that you could ever do is take that idea, and since there's already going to be an episode that has the Kamen Rider in it, and if Saban really wanted to bring it over here, the best way to do it would be to kind of like we did it years ago with another Ranger. Who was the Ranger that was not in the Sentai, but we like made him and made it look like he was actually in the series?
Are you talking about the Silver in Space?
Is that what I'm? Is that him? You know what I'm talking about, though. There was a Ranger that, for here in America, he was in the show. In all actuality, he was not in the show. He was like an American creation.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who that is, but since we've already proven we can do that, then we need to sneak in a Kamen Rider into the show. Let him run for a season with them in random episodes, and then use the actual crossover episode that we were going to have anyway. Then sneak him in from time to time where he talks with the group and different shit like that, and give him a basis and personality that people start to enjoy. Then, after you've got your Tommy Oliver built up, the rare character that doesn't show up too often, but boy, we wish he was around more often because that's our favorite character. You know what I mean? Once you've built that, give him his own show. And you could launch Kamen Rider through that, and then use him as a pivot point to breed the other Kamen Riders into the Saban universe, which is now not the Saban universe, but you get the idea. That would be, for me, that would be the best one. He says Titanium Ranger in Lightspeed Rescue. He says that guy is who we're talking about, I think. Which I think that's right. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's exactly who we were talking about, because he was not actually in the show, but we made it look like he was in the show. And for what it was worth, when we were able to disguise it well enough to even make him other people's favorite characters. Everybody has favorite characters. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily going to be the same one that I like, not necessarily going to be the same one that you like. It is what it is. Everybody has their favorite characters. And sometimes you see a guy's favorite character and you're like, why? Kind of like me. People give me shit all the time. I like the Gold Ranger and I like that pyramid. I don't know exactly why. It's different. It plays to the Egypt theme. I like that it's space. I like that he was ultra powerful. I like that his scepter is like the Morpher. I like that when Jason morphed, he did almost like the other guys, but it almost looked like he had like a gold chain that would break and form the belt and the shield. Like, I like it. I don't know why. He's my all-time favorite. So, but then turn around and tell me, no, Green Ranger all the way. And the next person would turn around and tell you that they liked, somebody from their era. And that is the way it is. People like different shit. And they will defend different shit. And I've heard people say that the Titanium is their favorite guy. And if we were able to trick people enough to make that a viable favorite character for some people, then there's no reason to believe that we couldn't sneak a Kamen Rider in, make it look like he belonged there, breed him into a favorite character, and then give him his own show by just simply taking the Sentai and doing the same thing we've done for years and make the Kamen Rider series out of that Kamen Rider that we just popularized. There's no reason we can't do that. And then we can automatically, from that point there, say, hey, Kamen Rider and Power Rangers is in the same freaking universe. Let's use that. And then we would have access to do movies and full American episodes where we use that idea where we bring the Kamen Riders in and we play with it. He says Sentai Go-Go V only has 5 Rangers, and the Japanese actor for Yellow was has an inoperable tumor. That's sad.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's all. I mean, it's, man, I wish that wasn't. I wish I couldn't say this, but I mean sadly that's life. Is you got to take it while you have it. 'Cause damn, man, tomorrow everything could be gone before you even realized it was happening. It was like that with my mom. Like that, it came out of nowhere, man. It was one day she was fine. We went down to have tacos. I talked to her. We laughed. She said she wasn't feeling that great. And, like, literally the next week it was cancer. And, like, 2 months later, that was it. It was done. And it sneaks up on you in a way that you can't even fathom. It's so sad just how quickly and how unimaginably we're here and then we're not. Got to take advantage of it, man. Gotta love what you love and gotta not be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to love what you love, because damn it, man, you don't get a lot of time to love it. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the Kamen Rider thing can work. It'll take them a little more money than they've been happy spending lately. Or ever. I'm going to say fucking ever. Let's be honest here. They bought Sentai footage and filmed half a show. And we did it forever. The best thing in the world for Power Rangers, literally the very best thing in the world, is to kill it from television. Be done with it. No fucking more. Be done with it. Take it out. It's done. What we need from this point, if this is going to work, what we honestly need from this point is we need to take Power Rangers into a new place. It needs to get 13 to 20 episodes, and that's it. And it needs to be on something like Netflix. And on that Netflix channel, whatever it may be, that it needs to play all 100% American content, period. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. We need to avoid Sentai footage completely. And the Power Rangers need to break away and be their own thing here in America. In fact, I would argue that if you really wanted to do Power Rangers justice, you need to go in and, some people will call it blasphemy, you need to redo all of it. All of it. You need to start at Mighty Morphin. And I know people are going to complain about that too. Oh my God, I'm so tired of all the Mighty Morphin. But this is your opportunity. If I was them, if I was Hasbro, I would reboot the entire franchise and I would make only American episodes. I would not steal Sentai footage and I would not butcher the original product. I would advertise the idea that I'm going to sell the Sentai. I would say that. I would say, hey, we're relaunching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is the new standard. This is going to be 16 episodes. 3 episodes that set it up, followed by a 3-part thing that introduces the Green Ranger. Then I'd run a couple episodes where the Green Ranger's with us. Then I would kill him, just like the Sentai did. I would kill him. And when he's dead, I would have a confrontation with Rita that actually bore fruit, had a big fight, a final episode that people look forward to seeing. And when she went down, when I defeated her, I would have Zed appear, and that would start my next season, and I would take those costumes that should have been used from the Gosai, and I would make all new American episodes, and I would have our Gosai people fight Zed, and I would go from there, and I would remake every series in an American standard without any Japanese footage at all. That's what I would do to reinvigorate Power Rangers. It would be one story. It would not always have to have a Megazord. It would not be bound to the idea of it absolutely must have Rita sees thing, Rita makes monsters, Rangers do Saved by the Bell, Rangers fight monsters, monster gets defeated, monster grows, Rangers call Zords. In fact, I would argue that the Zords need to be a rare and spectacular event. They should get their own episodes. I would build to it for 7 episodes, or maybe 6. I would, like I said, I would bring my Rangers in. I would do one Megazord fight at the end of the 3rd episode. Then I would do the follow-up 3 episodes, have it be the Green with Evil. The Green with Evil would then ride into something where in the last event of Green with Evil, I would have the Megazord fight the Dragon Zord. It would be awesome. It would be chaotic. And they would get an entire episode of Throwdown, like a kaiju movie. So the Rangers in my series would only witness Zord fights. I'd say best estimated guess what I would allow somebody to get away with in my series is if you're going to do Zord fights in a 16 episode series, Zord should appear no more than 5 times in the entire series. And they should be spectacular events. And if I got to destroy the Zords in the 4th battle or 5th battle or whatever I got to do, that's what I got to do. Monsters should not automatically every time turn into big giant guys. That should be reserved for the monsters that have the stories and the awesome to be worth a damn. Not because this guy is Pig Man, and this man is Eye Guy, and this guy is upside down head dubious hat dude. I feel like it's incredibly important to change Power Rangers in a way that brings it into the modern storytelling settings. I mean, look at the Ninja Turtles that just ended. Not those things. The Ninja Turtles that just ended on Nickelodeon. That was very good. And it wasn't every week we fight the Shredder. It was very well constructed 13 episode sagas that told an event. And when they introduced the Shredder and you knew that we were moving in that direction, it took 14 episodes to get to him, and they only had one confrontation. One. They didn't immediately start fighting him every week. And it was important. Like, he just said the 2004 Turtles. You know, that's true too. That was good storytelling writing because we didn't just fight the Shredder every week. There was a storyline that actually precluded and moved us towards something where we finally fought the Shredder, and by fighting the Shredder, it was really cool and really important and felt really big. And they had the thing where the Turtles were chased out of New York. And they were defeated. They were legitimately beaten and had to flee. And then they had to kind of build their ground back up and come back to New York. And then when they finally beat him, they found out he wasn't even human. He was kind of one of those Umtron things. And that is good. Rita and Power Rangers face a very definite breakdown that hurts them all the time in modern storytelling, because Rita follows this 1980s bad guy philosophy, which is fucking stupid. Bad guy is incompetent. Bad guy sends out incompetent monster. Incompetent monster gets ass kicked. Heroes clap. Move the fuck on. And we do it again next week. And there's never any resolution ever. Ever. Like, how many times were you waiting for the actual fight? The actual fight between, say, Skeletor and He-Man where somebody fucking won. Not incompetent Skeletor steals some item, incompetent He-Man gets item back. They fight for 3 fucking seconds. They're like, I got a sword, and he's like, lightning bolt, fucking punch a rock thing or something. And then there's like a cliff that falls down, and he's like, you haven't seen the last of me, He-Man. And that's 1980s villainy. That's 1980s villainy. Didn't you want, just really, now that you're all grown up, didn't you want Cobra Commander to actually be seized by the U.S. government? Like, have him be legitimately captured and brought in and see justice done, or see that when they got him, he had some big crazy loophole thing in the system where he was able to escape captivity. Like, something interesting, not incompetent, stupid Cobra Commander does incompetent bad guy thing, and incompetent hero still can't catch the motherfucker because incompetent show. That's where Power Rangers is still today. It's still doing the same shit that it did all the way back then. There's always some bad guy, and he's always the greatest fucking most evil bad guy ever, and you can never fucking stop him, but yet he never actually fights the Rangers. And then you wait like the whole series, and when the fight finally happens, it's almost never worth it. You're like, oh, so they could have just done that from the start. Well, that's fucking great. That is the biggest problem with Rangers as it stands today, is that it needs more modern, complex storytelling so that we can move past where we are. And it's going to be a long time before we get it. But there is promise now that it's no longer under Saban's control. Who knows? I think that it could take a cue from what happened with the Ninja Turtles and other properties that were able to reset and tell very compelling stories and actually move characters along. I think that it could be great, but I think it's going to have to be torn down before it can be brought back up. I think Rangers, for as much as I love it, is in this stalemate where it's never going to get any better. And everybody talks about how it's getting worse. Look, guys, I came in from this from the outside where I hadn't seen Rangers in like a couple decades. And then I got back into it and started watching everything and building my premise. Well, since I'm not as connected to it as some of the fan base, I can tell you that from what I see in Rangers today, it's the same fucking thing it was when we were 12 years old. It's not different. It's still Rangers fight monsters, or Rangers fight Pawn, Rangers fight monsters, Rangers kill monster, monster grows, Rangers call Zords, Zords kill monsters, main bad guy cries like a bitch, next episode please. It has to change. If it doesn't change, it's gonna run stale. And I think that it already has. I think that's the reason some of the people that watch it seem to think that it's gone downhill, when really it's the same fucking show it always was. It didn't go downhill. You're just getting tired of it. And there's nothing wrong with getting tired of a show that refuses to fucking grow up. And it's up to the fan base to finally push the idea forward and say, this shit has to change. Or, as far as we're concerned, we're fucking done with it. And Hasbro has an opportunity here to really push Power Rangers in a way that it hasn't been done literally since the show was created. It should be its own property now, because I also can't tell you how many times we review the show and we talk about the actual show. Like, we just did that 25th anniversary Power Rangers episode where we reviewed that episode. And when I talked about that episode, people defended it by calling up the Sentai and saying, well, in the Sentai, this and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean shit. Power Rangers is Power Rangers. It is not fucking Super Sentai. I get the idea that people love it and they want it to be Super Sentai, but it's not, nor will it ever be Super Sentai. The reason we adapt it is because we change the storyline indefinitely. Once again, Mighty Morphin. Look at how those Rangers are conceived as opposed to how our Rangers are conceived. And understand that the mythology from America is incredibly different from the mythology of the Super Sentai. Whether you want it to be or not, it's different. And you cannot reference Super Sentai material inside of Power Rangers because it's not the same thing. It's different. Power Rangers is Power Rangers, and when we talk about Power Rangers and when we break it down and make fun of it and give it shit and talk about where it does and doesn't work, we're doing that on the merits of Power Rangers as a story in whole, as Power Rangers in all the mythology that it has laid down. And nothing Super Sentai did, whether it could be explained by or not, counts. None of it. None of it at all. Because it's not Super Sentai. It is Power Rangers. It is its own property, or it wants to be. So, I mean, I think it's possible. I think that it's got some work to do, and I think that the fan base is going to have to get used to a major shock. Because when it happens, I promise you, just like all those years ago back when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers went to season 3, and a lot of people claim that season's not very good, because they're like, it's a bunch of run-on shit. Well, it was character development, and people did not want that. They want Power Rangers to be the same incompetent 1980s show that it always was. And as long as the fan base is driving for that attitude, we're never going to move forward. It's never going to happen. That is about all the time I have, but these are going to become a little more common. I'm hoping to be able to, in between doing the filming for my channel, since this is going to be the archive site now, this Reploid Productions, this is going to be where I come to just talk to fans and rant and rave and talk bullshit and be right or wrong or whatever it comes down to. I mean, and yes, sometimes the scripts, yes, you're right. Sometimes it sounds like they were written by 7-year-olds. And but was it any different when we were kids and we watched Mighty Morphin? I mean, look back at some of those scripts. Like Trini's uncle or grandfather or whatever is a scientist that developed a formula that makes him go invisible, and like Rita and Zed are like, we've got to get that formula. For what? You got fucking magic. Just be invisible, dumbass. Like, it's always been like this by a child. And we've accepted it for so long that it's unwilling to change now. So I think that Hasbro is going to have to piss a lot of people off to make this thing cool again. And it's going to piss a lot of people off because it's going to be a hard, dramatic, beeline change. And when it happens, people are going to get mad. They're going to be like, this isn't the Power Rangers that I grew up with, and oh, why's it got to be so dark, or whatever, because people are going to make that adjustment too. They're going to think that it's darker, it's heavier, it's more gritty, it's not, and it may just be serious. It may be the same thing. Like, look at the Power Rangers movie that came out. The Power Rangers movie managed to be bright and goofy, while at the same time adding in just enough dark material to really gray the line. And there were a lot of people that were against that Power Rangers film. Do I think they could have done the costumes better and little things here and there? Yes. And we will be coming back to talk about that. That's coming up soon, too, where we talk about that movie, because we all bought it on Blu-ray, and we said we were going to watch it, and we were going to re-review it now that the nostalgia is out and the thrill from the theater is gone. And we got to really break that movie down and talk about it. So that's on the burner. It's going to happen fairly soon. And this is just one of those things that when they changed the Power Rangers format and they gave those kids development to move them into Rangers, a lot of people thought it was great. And a lot of people were pissed because we didn't get the fucking 15, 20 minutes of Power Rangers being Power Rangers because they took the time to actually... Yeah. Okay, well, to be fair, that was fucking dumb. That was greedy shit. They wanted to make money, and I'll bet you they had something written into the thing, which was as much Krispy Kreme or whatever placement they could get. Because they even did a Krispy Kreme commercial in the middle of the movie where Rita stops to eat a fucking donut. Yeah. Like, you know what that was. That was, hey, we're about to make that money in the middle of this movie. Hold on a sec while we interrupt your movie with a fucking commercial. And you know what? They used it. There's an actual Krispy Kreme commercial on TV, which is exactly what happened in the movie. Rita walks in and she eats a donut. Yep, she eats a donut, and then a giant fist comes through the building or whatever, and then it's like, Krispy Kreme, fuck, get some. And I'm like, oh my God. but we're going to talk about all of that shit, and we're going to break that movie down, and we're going to give it shit, because it does deserve to get shit. But at the same time, it did what Power Rangers needs so fucking bad. It needs to grow up. It needs to take chances. It needs to change. Or else it's going to go the way of G.I. Joe. These properties that refuse to change, that refuse to adapt, that refuse to retcon, they die. They fucking die. Or they become so inconsequential that they need complete fucking redesigns, like what happened with the Ninja Turtles. The new Ninja Turtles are because the original fan base has abandoned the property. There's not enough viewers, not enough people buying toys, not enough children giving a shit. So they redid it from the ground up, and because they think they're going to make that money.
You've seen Aunt May in this game, right?
Yeah, I don't mind her. Why?
She's been in the Metal Gear games.
Oh, the voice actress?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
wow.
This will become a little bit more common thing. I need to start doing this so I can reestablish some quick podcast-esque material, talk to fans, get the ideas, discuss what's going on, and kind of advertise where we're going and what we're doing. But for right now, this episode is over.